Hidden Gems and Highlights. I am Reesy, and I am here with Chippie Clayton Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Well known by Jane and Finch, but certainly known now globally
Whoa.
by so many, so many. Sir, welcome. Now, let me tell you, you've inherited Jane and Finch Classic, and it has become, at this point, the biggest, dubbed the biggest tournament in Canada. It has been impacting lives. I was present and a witness to hearing a child say, and this is when I knew, I was like, no one can say anything about anything because this is impacting lives positively. A child, perhaps under the age of 10, said, "I will never forget this day. This is one of the best days of my life."
Wow.
And Chippy, you created the forum where that could happen. So it gives me goosebumps to think about it, but that is something that can never be taken away from that child, and that is something that could be never taken away from you. And whether or not you know it, before you and behind you, you're impacting lives in significant ways. So welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. Hidden Gems, always. I mean, the name suits what's happening here. But yeah, that experience last year, and that type of experience, that's what we're trying to give to everybody, Sharice. We're trying to give them a valuable experience that they can take into their lives. And I'm just thankful to be here right now amongst your presence.
Well, thank you for being here for sure. Now, Jane and Finch is a term known by many for many different reasons, but my experience with the term and in association with you, it has been things like empowerment, positivity, trailblazing, excellence for sure, and resilience. Resilience.
The ability to bounce back, baby.
Yes. And not just bounce back, but bounce back and do things profoundly powerful and positive. So what does Jane and Finch mean to you?
Jane and Finch to me means, first of all, community. A place where you grow up and you love each other. You learn to have respect for each other. And if you're from the Jane and Finch community, you go through life-changing experiences, both positive and negative, like in any environment or community in Toronto or the city or the world. But in Jane and Finch, it's different. It's somewhat special, and you feel you're somewhat on top of the world, being from that community where it doesn't matter. It's a multi-diverse community, and I'm just happy to represent that community in a positive way.
I love it. There are many Phoenix experiences that happen in Jane and Finch, and we know that depending on how you perceive it, you are certainly a representation of that, like just rising and shining and wings spread wide, doing great things. And we know that you're here today to brand and share your brand in that positive light in positive ways. And we know that positive things are happening because pioneers, legendary trailblazers that have kicked down doors for Canada and Toronto, Maestro Fresh West holds that down. So we know things are definitely happening for sure.
Salute Maestro Fresh West, the pioneer of hip-hop in Toronto, which is the mecca of Canada. Maestro originally East Coast from the East, but Maestro used to be in Jane and Finch all the time in the 80s. Salute Frankie, who used to dance for Maestro, R.I.P. But Maestro, you're a real one. We salute you. We love you in the East. The West loves you.
Canada loves you.
Big up yourself one time, Maestro Fresh West. Let your backbone slide. You heard me?
I love it. Yes, well, you're here to brand. You're here to share your brand. And we have young students who are holding it down and wearing it with great pride. So our hope is to continue to see it in more and more places, because I do see it pop up not only on social media but on road. And I'm like, yes, I see you. I see
you. There you go. Because Jane and Finch represents Toronto. When you think of Jane and Finch, you think of Brooklyn, New York, or Marcy, or you think of Compton in LA. Right? Jane and Finch is the start of the mecca of Toronto, and it's a place where wherever you go in the world, if you say Jane and Finch, you know exactly where it's located, and it's in Toronto. So I'm just happy to have been from that community, to be raised in that community. And I'm able to give back to the future generation that we're able to strive wherever we are.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm not from Jane and Finch, but I'm up the road a few blocks. And let me tell you, different geographical location, same experience. So it's close to my heart. Yeah, well, listen, Finch is along the strip. So you don't know, even though it's not the Jane strip, it's.
Me? It's in the aorta, you heard me? All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much and continue to shine bright.
Thank you,
We
Sharice.
got a gem, baby. We got a gem.
Hidden Gems, big up yourself. You done know it there. You heard me, Jane and Finch in the house. West Side every day. You heard me? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love.